Good morning, everybody. I'm here with the NXT review for March 30th, 2016. And of course, it's the voice that makes them moist. Your favorite color commentator, JP the Outlaw. Just here to give you how I felt about NXT. Good show. Good show all the way around. Of course, last week was or the week before last, forgive me, was a filler show. And they pretty much did video packages from NXT Takeover Chicago. So this week they start off fresh with a brand new set of TV tapings, and they start off the show with Ciampa from DIY, and Ciampa cuts a good promo. He tells the fans that he'll be back, and from injury, and also that he wasn't an afterthought going into Takeover Chicago. He didn't want to be an afterthought. Rumors and reports came out that he was hurt during the course of that match and then injured himself even further. He said he would perform, but now he's sitting on the bench. I feel as though if he would have took the time, and this is why I say that turn for Ciampa and Johnny Gargano could have waited. He was already hurt. It was no need for him to turn heel. And him and Johnny wrestling would be missing time now. It was no need for that. I feel as though you could have had Johnny wrestling as a single competitor, winning a couple of matches while Ciampa was gone. Have Ciampa come back. Oh, DIY is back together. And then pull the DX, Shawn Michaels. I think it was the first time they was teasing a reunion for DX. And Triple H just turned his back on him and went into a deep program with Shawn Michaels. I think that was the build for the SummerSlam feud that they had when it was Triple H going up against Shawn Michaels in a street fight. I think they should have did the same formula here, and it would have been a better payoff. You would have had a better payoff at TakeOver Brooklyn 3. I'm just saying. All in all, good promo. It's fucked up that you won't be seeing Ciampa or Johnny Primetime or Johnny Wrestling on NXT. Danny Burch versus my man Pete Dunne. Good match. Danny Burks, good technical match. Danny Burks, I know he's an older wrestler. I think he used to be a part of JBL's stable. You can check that out if you want. But I think this guy has the potential to go and hold the title in NXT. I wish that NXT had a mid card for him to hold that title because he's actually a good in-ring performer. Not great as far as crowd reaction, but he is okay. Of course, Pete Dunne winds up picking up the win. Cuts a beautiful promo after, saying that, a boy had this title before I got it. And when they remember this title, they will remember Pete Dunne before anybody else. So great promo. I like where they're going in the direction that they're going in. Before this match, Bobby Roode cut a promo about his glorious celebration, which again, I don't have a problem with. I think Bobby Roode is doing some of the best work of his career on NXT. I hope when he move up to the main roster that it will again travel with him as he goes on to the main roster. Backstage with the Velveteen Dream. Last week I did not do a NXT review, I think, and the Velveteen Dream debuted and won his first match. I look at him just the way I looked at Perky Showtime Watson. The gay guy on NXT. And I mean nothing by that, but you guys know my pet peeves. The one thing I hate about, WWE and their majority of their African American talent is either doing dances, singing songs, or fucking jiving or cooning. Most people would say cooning. For the WWE. Now, the Velveteen Dream is a different situation. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this guy. He's eccentric and definitely flamboyant without a doubt. But I don't know how I really feel about Velveteen Dream. His in-ring capability may be there, I don't know, but I would not have thrown him in this gimmick. I feel as though this gimmick is, again, one of those funny, silly gimmicks that the WWE does when you can book the Velveteen Dream as a serious competitor, take that Velveteen Dream off, and use this guy. You know, I think this was Patrick something, and then they repackaged him. So, I'm cool on that. Andre Cien versus a jobber. Andre Cien should be moved up to the main roster. After this match, it's like, what else would you do with him? And unless if you put him in a package where he's winning, he doesn't have to win the first two, but he has to win the last like 3 matches, and then move him up. You got to do something with Andre. The crowd goes bananas when the guy's in the ring. I definitely think he needs a repackaging because I think he would go over now. Definitely after that match he had with KO maybe 2-3 weeks back. I thought that was a great fucking match. I think all his matches are great. I think what they're doing is building him as that playboy type character. He's the, I'm going to go out there, what's up, this, that, and the third. Win or lose, I'm still walking away in a limo with all the honeys. There's nothing wrong with that gimmick. At all. At all. I think Andre deserves a win. If you got him jobbing to jobbers, you got to give him something. Send him up to the main roster. Send him to SmackDown Live. They need him. And I think he would be fine. Right after that, you can still run the same Playboy gimmick with Andre Cien inside of SmackDown Live's roster. He could feud. He could do a brief feud with freaking Ty Dillinger, wherever the fuck he's at. So I would like to see that video package with Peyton Royce, Billy Kay, and Ember Moon. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce cutting a promo on how they would fix up the center and make it look a little bit better than what it did. You know, all the weight gyms is gone, all the workout machines is gone. In comes Ember Moon out of the, I guess the doctor office inside of the Performance Center. And pretty much Peyton Royce and Billy Kay was telling her, you know, I wish you wasn't hurt. I would beat you up. You're ruining my show right here. And, you know, the doc comes out, hey, I need you to sign the last little bit of your papers for your clearance to wrestle. And so she signs the paper and says, I'll see you soon, to Peyton Royce, and walks off. I think that Ember Moon is walking away with the title at TakeOver Brooklyn. I also think that you will get Asuka moving up after SummerSlam. Moving up to the main roster after SummerSlam. I truly believe that. There's nothing else for her to do in NXT. She's been so dominant. I think that they're going to put her on the back burner once she goes to the main roster. Hands down. Hands down. You got to put Asuka on SmackDown. You know, and bring Bayley on SmackDown. Yeah, that would make the most sense. Another video package, Cassius Ohno versus Cassius Ohno and Hideo Itami shake hands in the backstage parking lot after 2 weeks of pretty much, well, of course, you know, last week was a video package and picking up where they left off after TakeOver Toronto, TakeOver Chicago. Freaking, you know, they had the segment where Hideo Itami walked in the back. He's kicking stuff. He's throwing stuff all around. You know, you got Cassius Ohno trying to calm him down. Oli Lorcan was back there. Funaki was all back there at the same time. And, you know, Hideo Itami, with a lot of pride, a lot of passion, just loses his shit. I don't blame him for that. I don't blame him for that. He's been injured throughout his whole NXT run. And he's been there 2 years. Everybody that has came in since the time he's been there has moved up to the main roster. I mean, outside of the people you knew was not going to make it to the main roster just yet. So don't blame him for that. Next week you get Owe Lorcan and Hideo Itami in a match, and I think that's going to be a good match. So that's the end of their promo. Sanity versus Cassius Ohno and Roderick Strong. Again, great main event. A lot of big moves in this match here. I suggest you go see it. I'm curious on what they do with Sanity now. You have Sanity taking multiple losses back-to-back weeks. I wonder, what do you do with Sanity? If it was me, of course, me in factions, it's not that we don't get along. I just don't think that anybody's going over in the faction except for the leader. Just like in the WWO, the leader went over. Just like with freaking DX, Triple H or Shawn Michaels went over until they got back together and it was all about the tag team titles. But other than that, the leader always goes over. So I would take Sanity. I wouldn't break them up yet because you got talent in Killian Dane. But I would take Sanity and book them in some type of winning program. Some type of where they're dominant, they're taking out cats, in which they've already did. I guess this is their downfall. I just don't think you should waste what you have with Sanity and booking them losing. Okay? You don't have to put them up against jobbers, but you don't have to make them lose all the time. Roderick Strong picking up 2 wins off of Sanity. A returning No Way Jose came back tonight. I feel as though he got a good pop from the NXT crowd, but what have you done for me other than dance? You don't look like a credible champion. You're not carrying yourself like a champion. And I think that's the problem with most of the African American talent that they have on the WWE roster. Most of it. Not all, but most of it. And that was pretty much the review for NXT. I will be back with my predictions episode for Extreme Rules probably this weekend. Also, with any up-to-date breaking news, I will let you know as soon as I know. I know we got some stuff to go over, so don't worry about that. If you haven't already checked out my video packages, as far as my best of series, the best of Survivor series, the best of Stone Cold, the best of AJ, the best of Triple H, go out there, check these joints out. Tell me what you like about them. Tell me what you don't like about them. And if you do like them, hit the like button. Also, check that out on my YouTube channel, JP Outlaw Labcast. Also, check out my other packages, my gameplay packages, where you get a first look at my cruiserweight division in NXT and how I use them as far as the mid-card title for NXT. Take a first look at that on my YouTube page, as well as my Dream Match series. Episode 1 is still up there. You get Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles, and which was a pretty good fucking match. Of course, I'm not going to tell you who wins. You got to go see it yourself. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm going to get ready, get dressed, get ready for work, get my son up, get him ready for school. And pretty much that's it, man. Y'all make sure y'all have a great day, and I'll see you soon.